What is the whole Diddy journey exposing to us as a collective about those shadow wounds in work? What is his journey exposing in terms of the deeper societal and generational wounds that we have? Hello all, I am Stacy the Black Feather Intuitive, and this is our pop culture reading for today. And of course, we are going to pull cards from the Four Tails Tarot. And this Diddy journey, I feel, yeah, it's horrible, it's awful, and it has so many different implications that it can teach us and help us as a society. Because I'm going to say to you, even though we would like to be able to step back and wash our hands of all of it and say, well, I've never done that, or I would never do that, or I wasn't a part of that. But I want to say generationally and societally, we're all one. We're all connected, and what happens to one person happens to all. And we do bear a certain level of responsibility in terms of the things that we have deemed acceptable, the things that we have allowed others to say yes to, and to lean into that. And I'm not a person. I believe that do whatever lights your fire and floats your boat. Rock on with your bad self, provided that the choices that you are making are not inhibiting another person's rights to live their own life and to be in their own space and their own energy, to walk their path and their truth. And I feel that as a society, perhaps we haven't done that in this Diddy case. So, interesting. The Tower. Why am I not surprised? So his journey is exposing to us on a generational level where we have still not fully released and healed what is no longer serving humanity. I mean, the Tower card is that, sudden lightning bolt, and all of a sudden the tower is on fire. And it's so bad, and the tower is so high that, the firefighters can't even begin to fight the fire until it gets to a particular level. So yeah, there's going to be a particular component of this that gets burned away. This is not, I want to say Back to the Future, save the clock tower. There's not enough that's going to be left over to save. And perhaps that's the issue. We don't want to save any of this. All of this is the horrific, baser characteristics of humanity. This serves no one. So I want to say to you, it's about acknowledging that, yeah, we've got to let the tower burn to the ground. We don't want to have any remnants of this left over. And maybe we want to even put a monument there that reminds people of the way that we work better together harmoniously and in an authentically, genuinely love expression for other people. I don't have to like you, but I can love you because you're a human. You're a fellow person on this planet doing the best that you can do, the same as I'm doing the best that I can do. I'm not here to judge your path or your journey or your choices, but it is, I want to say, my responsibility to acknowledge that you have the right to your choices, the same as I have the right to mine. And we need to burn that shit to the ground and start from scratch and maybe not build another tower. Again, that monument isn't in memorial of. It's more of a monument that says, here's what we need to be doing moving forward so that we can never experience this again, so that we can never allow another Diddy to come into this space and do this to so many of our fellow brethren and sistren. And I feel like it's our responsibility to stop feeding in to individuals who are like this. I said in another reading, use your spidey senses. Tune in to what it is that they're saying and tune into what it is that they're not saying. And you can do that through your intuition. With Diddy, there was actually so much that was kind of out there under the surface. And that's part of our responsibility too. If you hear it and you find out about it, what is it that you're doing about it? And if you're just ignoring it and pretending like it's not your circus, not your monkeys, that's a problem. That's a problem. And it's all of our problems. We're all responsible to a certain extent to be able to make sure that this never happens again. All right, that is our reading for pop culture for today. As always, sending you guys so much love, and we'll see you on the flip side. Transform well.